Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So, one of the things that I always wanted to paint and could never paint these majestic roses. And so it kind of kept me from painting because I thought, you'll have to paint realistic. You have to paint exactly like you should paint the world. The world should be like how you should paint. So it kept me from painting a lot of times. And I finally realized that I have to paint like me and not like the magician artist that I'm not. And so once I kind of settled and said, I just have to paint like Lynn, like what I see, what I feel, what I want to be, and not worry so much about the little tiny details that I didn't have any control over, or I couldn't master, or didn't take the time to master or figure out the right skill level or any of that. Once I decided that I just had to be me, painting became so much more fun. And you may be able to see the rooster, the rock and roll rooster there. So it's not so much about like the exact painted object that you need or that you think, but it's actually about something more for me now. And so learning to embrace my style of art and who I am versus trying to be like someone else or paint perfect or it's not that for me. It's about the story and sharing our journey with autism and my breast cancer and hoping that our story will help somebody else get through a day that's not their best day, or that they need, something, help. Remembering that they're not alone, anything like that. And once I let go of my own emotions about it, it became so much more. So here I make my rose, hoping that somebody will be happy by it. Owen had a much better day, mostly. He had some hard times at right when he was getting ready to go to bed. Things were a little rough, but I wore the exact same outfit I did yesterday. Today was a day that I wasn't going anywhere, and not that half the people that saw me yesterday wouldn't have seen me today, but it was pants and a shirt, and I wore exactly the same thing so that he could see it again, and we talked about it, and he asked me to wear, for him, he wanted to wear shorts today, and I told him that that was his choice and that he had to let others make choices. And he worked through it, and we talked about it, and it was much smoother and much better. And you know, I get that clothes are upsetting to him, and I get that it's an emotional journey with clothes. But the thing is, we either have to get through it because we have to get through it, or we have to stay home. Clothes are not something that he can have. You can be emotional about it, but he cannot have meltdowns every time he sees someone in clothes that he doesn't approve of, because we can't then go anywhere. We literally would have to stay home. And it's like when he had meltdowns, and still kind of sort of does, over bananas. You can't walk out into the world and have meltdowns over a specific thing like a banana and still be able to go out. Because driving down the road, I will never forget seeing a guy next to us eat a banana caused hours upon hours upon hours of meltdowns for him. So it's just a matter of figuring out how to get him to kind of process it and, you know, deal with it through, you know, breathing exercises and emotional support, and working through how to handle adversity and differences and things like that, and accepting it in our own mind that it's not going to get the better of us. And believe me, I understand that, you know, he has expectations, and we all do, but in order to be able to go outside and see the world, he has to let people wear what they want to wear. I don't see a way around it. Like with the banana, I didn't see a way around it. I mean, I can't, and I've talked to so many professionals and so many different people. I'm like, you know, you gotta breathe, you gotta move forward, you gotta think about other ways to handle it. So, maybe one day there will be a different way I can look at it, or hopefully he can process it differently. But he has to walk through this so that we can continue to go places. So he did much better today, and I pray that tomorrow we walk through that door again. So, O for Owen, and then L and B. And he's gotten through this before. I mean, we just cycled back through some of this stuff. So I'm praying that we can cycle back out of it again. So thank you so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.